Welcome, cookbook friend, to our YouTube channel. I wanted to talk about this cookbook really fast because there's not a lot of photos in here. Like, there's some, as you can see, they're making themselves well known. But this is the complete book of home preserving. This is by the Ball Company, so any of your glass jars. We have spring coming up, and I know that for me, I tend to... Tomatoes, man, they are crazy over here. They like to grow so much, and then they all come at once, and then it's like, what do I do with so many? So I would love to learn how to preserve, and I think a lot of people are wanting to do more of this as well. So it'll be pickle season, fruits, etc. So here's kind of a breakdown of this cookbook. Let me find the contents. We have how to get started, fruits, spreads, salsas, relishes, chutneys, condiments, pickles, tomatoes. There's my chapter. And we have pressure canning. There's also the art and science of home food preservation. Things like altitude can affect it. We have canning, problem solver, produce purchase guide, and a glossary. It's really, really easy to navigate because a lot of these will be all within the same section. So like all of our jams tend to be in the same area. And most of the time, it's probably going to be around a very similar recipe. So for instance, we have our orange plum jam. On the side, we have tips. So like for best results, measure the sugar into a bowl so it can be added to the boiling jam all at once. Here's our list of ingredients, our instructions, and it also has just kind of little tasting notes. So this says, the flavor of orange infuses this summer favorite with a delightfully intriguing note. Rhubarb, orange jam. So lots of these, again, and it might give you inspiration. Like, I wouldn't have thought of putting rhubarb and jam or an orange together. So again, we have apple pie in a jar, more jams, apricot, raspberry, cranberry, all together. So it's really helpful. We have different kinds of butters, so like apple butter, lemon butter, which I would love, blueberry, lots of stuff. So yes, here's a way to conserve different things and with no added pectin, using fruits and vegetables, marmalades. And as you can see, here's our beautiful photo. And something that they've done that's helpful, even on your photos as you flip through, is we have our page number and which recipe is featured in this book. So you can also make it too. That strawberry jam looks amazing. So moving forward, we also have, like I said, different jellies. So that includes like jalapeno jellies and pepper jellies, which is something I'd like to do. We have a lot of habaneros, or not habaneros, but I've grown a lot of serranos and jalapenos here, oddly. I don't know how, but it works for me. Syrups. I would not have expected syrups to be in here, but that's something that's really fun. Homemade syrup. Imagine that on pancakes or waffles. I'll move forward a little faster. So again, very fruit forward in the very beginning, because I think a lot of us have, once the apple tree is ready for the apples, I know lots of people that just deliver apples to their friends and family, and even then it's hard to like get rid of all the apples and you don't want to waste things. So this is a really handy book for that. So moving forward, we have like simple house salsas to salsa verde, carrot pepper salsa, which again, never would have done, roasted tomatillo chipotle salsa. So lots of different salsas, relishes with different flavor profiles to get you thinking. And then you can probably use this book as a way to create your own preserved stuff. So that kind of brings me more to other things, like we can do vinegars and condiments and what recipes those condiments can be used for, like taco sauce. That would be fun. Steak and barbecue sauce, harissa. You can do refrigerator pickles. Here's some awesome photos here. I thought I saw some actual recipes. Not to say these aren't recipes, because they clearly are. But again, these are all things that just preserve recipes. No like, oh, here's a burger with a burger recipe with your relish recipe alongside it. It's all just preserves. So here we have brined, different kinds of pickling methods are featured throughout, and more. So here we have details on how to do pressure canning. That's something I'm interested in. Mushrooms. So canning is something that a lot of people are trying to learn how to do on their own, including meat, like seafood. That'd be handy if you do things like fish. You can probably have, catch a bunch of fish, and all of your extra you can learn how to can. So it's really helpful. Soups, pressured canned soups. Imagine that. Like split pea soup. We can do spaghetti sauce with meat. Oh man. So lots of cool options in here. Over 400 recipes of just preserved stuff, including meat. So that's definitely up my alley. I would love to just have a bunch of spaghetti sauce ready to go even. It can be more convenient, and it's probably more tasty coming from your garden or wherever you're growing, or even a friend or family's garden, back into, your own preserved jar, and you can create your own fun recipes as long as you follow the science and instructions. There's a lot of cool charts in the very back here, as you can see, that talk about different weights and the yield, that kind of stuff. So I just quickly wanted to go over this. I know it wasn't very photo forward, but if you are looking to can at all this year, I think this book is really handy. And I know a lot of people who are doing it. So I wanted to feature it before spring and fall, and when we get a harvest and it's like, oh God, what do I do? So this is Ball's Complete Book of Home Preservation, 400 Delicious and Creative Recipes. If you are looking for more, we have a few more preserving cookbooks you can find on our playlist, which you can find over here. And if you are looking for more cookbooks, stay tuned and make sure to give us a comment if there is someplace, or not someplace, a book that you want us to talk about, and to subscribe so that you are notified of any of our videos that are uploaded. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to our socials, which are all down below, and our Amazon Live channel. Thanks so much.